now that you have a basic understanding of how the input manager works, the next question is, how can we convert this into the new input system? A while ago, we were using buttons to read the value. But this time, I want my character to move. We were using buttons a while ago, but what if I want to use an axis in order to move a character? Alright, so if you're familiar with this code in the old input system, we're going to convert this now into a new input system. Alright, let's start. Okay, let's open up my Unity project. Okay, here we go. Alright, let's just open up our input manager. And under my input manager, I'm just gonna create now another action. So click plus, this could be any name you want. Let's call this, for example, as movement action. Now, instead of a button, since we're using now a get access type in which it reads a value every time you log this one, we're using now a value, okay? And then the control type now is vector2. Why vector2? I will explain this one. So, for example, here, right? Okay. Now, we're dealing now with two axes. For example, if I'm pressing my up key or my down key, okay, this is now your y axis, all right? And then if I press my left key or my right key, this is now your x-axis. Hence, we're dealing with two axes, which is your x and y. That's the time I'm using now the control type as vector2. Now we're gonna bind our controls. So click plus, and then up and down, left, right, composite. So over here, it asks you what are your buttons for up and down and what are your buttons for left and right. So take note, up and down is one axis, left and right is another axis. So for my up button, I'm going to use my W key. So listen, press the W key, double click on this one. Down button, listen, press my S key, right? And then my left key, I'll press my listen, press my A key, double click, and then my right key now, listen, that would be my D key. Okay? So my W, S, and D, W, S, A, and D key stands for my left and right keys. Alright? So we have binded now our keys on the up and down and left right axis. So if you're familiar with this one, here, your vertical axis is your up and down keys, and then your horizontal axis is your A and D keys. Okay? So that's basically it, right? Now let's go back and let's add a code. So don't forget to save that. And let's add a code now to my script or to the Rexel capsule. Alright. Oh, what happened there? Alright, so let's add a code. So add component, new script. Let's call it as Rexel movement. There we go. Alright, so let me open up the script. Edit script. Oh, there we go. Alright. So first things first, don't forget to type in here using Unity Engine dot input system, since we're using the new input system controls. There we go. Now, number one, same thing. We have to call this input manager, our Rexel input manager script or our input manager. We have to call that in our script. So just type in over here, private Rexel. What's the name of this one? Rexel input controls. Okay, so Rexel input controls. And then that's our variable. Then we name this, for example, any name you want. So for example, controls. I'll delete this one. And don't forget, void await. These are the three functions that you have to remember before you do any scripts. are three functions. So void on enable, and then if you want, you can also have void on disable. On disable is not really necessary, but it's a good practice if you have it, so that whenever your keys are not performing, it will just disable this one. So on awake, I would just type in controls is equal to new input controls. There we go. All right. On enable, so controls dot enable, and then controls dot disable. Okay, so basically these are just the things that you have to memorize. Just basically we're just enabling and disabling our scripts, and we're calling our controls. Now here, since we have our binding keys in our input manager, which is this one, I'm gonna call this one now. Okay, so take note. Let's use our update function. So void update, and then controls. Okay, where did I get controls? Control stands for this Rexel input controls, which is now this one. Okay, so this is our controls. Dot, what I want is dot Rexel. So let me open up my script. Dot Rexel. Dot, what action that I want? The action that I want is this movement action. Dot, where is it? There we go. Dot movement action. Okay. Now we have another code here, okay, a reserved syntax, and it's called read value. Okay, read value basically reads the value of the movement action. Okay, it reads this value. Dot read value, and then since the value now is a vector 2, just type in read value vector 2. Okay? What I'm going to do now is I'm going to log this just to show you what's happening. So debug.log, and then there we go. Alright? So I'm just logging it. So that take note, movement action stands for my WSAD keys based on the binding that we created here. The binding that we created here. Alright? And on my code, I'm just basically reading the value every time I press a key on my movement action, which is this one, binded by this WSAD keys. So let's try. So window, general console. Let's clear this, and let's try to play. So W, there we go. It's logging now. 1. Okay, let me just collapse this one. W, S, A, and D. There we go. So it's logging now a value. So W, S, A, D. If you want, I could uncollapse this. W, pressing W, this changes. Pressing S, it's -1. Pressing A, okay, it's -1. Pressing D, it's +1. Now that you have understood that, what we're going to do now is the next video is we're going to use these values to move our character. Alright, so I'll see you in the next lesson.